Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into another episode of Beanie TV. So today's episode, I kind of want to touch on how to heal from a broken relationship as far as romantic relationships, how to heal from past romantic relationships. A lot of times people feel like it's their fault that the relationship didn't work out. And I just want to tell you, me, from experience, it is not your fault it didn't work out. It does not mean that you are not worthy. It doesn't mean that you are not handsome, that you are not beautiful, that you are not desirable. It just means that that relationship has run its course and it's time to just move on. But how do you move on? How do you move on from someone that you've known for years, as someone that you felt you had an amazing connection with? Well, again, I've been through it many times, and one of the first things I can say is accept the fact that that person was not good for you. Go back in your relationship. Look at the times where that person said something that made you go, okay. Or the times where they acted a certain way and you were like, hold up. And go back to those times that you ignored the warning signs. Everyone gives you a warning sign. You know, in relationships, you try to say, oh, that's because their mother wasn't in their life, or that's because their grandmother died, that's why they act like that. And you're giving them excuses. But go back to those times where you gave them an excuse, and then you'll realize they weren't meant for you from the beginning. They were warning signs that you chose to ignore. So again, the first step is just accepting that they were not good for you. Another step is writing down how you felt in the relationship, how you truly felt, the hurt that you felt, if you were deceived, write that down. Write a letter to your ex saying, this is how I felt, this is what you put me through, this is what I feel as if happened. And then you take that letter and you burn it. Burn the letter. Like, let it go. It's a physical way to see you letting go of the relationship. And I know sometimes, you want to go back to that person because you don't know anything else. You want to go back and then you break up, and then you want to go back and then you break up. You are stalling the process of you becoming a better person when you do that. And again, I know from experience, I don't know how many times I went back to my ex knowing damn well that person was not right for me. Maya Angelou has a quote, I'm paraphrasing it, I don't know it by heart, but she says something like, people show you who they are, you just have to listen. And it rings true every single time. My ex was telling me, I don't want to be in a committed relationship, I don't want to be committed, I don't want to be committed. And I was like, yes you do want to be committed, because I want to be committed, so you have to want to be committed. And now when I look back, I say to myself, if I had just listened, then I could have saved myself from a lot of heartache. It's not easy getting over past relationships, like broken relationships. A problem I see people do is they build their significant other up so much higher than they build themselves up. And I always say, always, you have to love yourself deeply and passionately before you love anyone else like that. And when you meet a girl, when you meet a guy and you've put them up on this pedestal and you're willing to give all of yourself to them, what are you giving yourself? Who are you, and how much do you value yourself that you're willing to turn your whole life over for this person? Now, a lot of people might call that love, but that's not love. That's like an infatuation type of thing. Relationships in life are learning experiences. There is something that you have to go through in order to become a better and higher version of yourself. And if you were in an awful relationship and you're still hurting, I'm telling you right now, you have come out of something that has made you better. If you want to cry. If you want to yell. Do what you have to do to get those emotions out. not to the other person. Don't be trying to hit anybody, no. But I'm saying, you know, get out your feelings. Don't hold on and don't hold on to emotions and say, oh, I'm strong, I'm trying to be strong. No, be weak. Cry, let it out, because if you keep it inside, it's going to come out in different ways, and you don't want that. You don't want to be walking around bitter. You don't want to be walking around hurt. You don't want to do that, or else you're gonna miss out on the amazing people and amazing experiences that life has to offer. Every relationship in your life is there to teach you something and take you to the next level of your higher self. So after a relationship is done and it's over, and you've written that letter and you've burned it in the fire and you've accepted the fact that that person has hurt you, look at how much you have grown from when you first started dating that person to when you finally had enough and cut them off, and look at who you are today. You are stronger, you are wiser, you are more beautiful inside and out. Okay? Just know that it wasn't in vain what you went through. It was for a bigger purpose than yourself. So I thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Beanie TV. I thank you so much for all of the support. You guys have made my heart melt. Continue following me at Queen of Bina, and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you guys.